dig, it's for three! You betcha!
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Here on your live event, as we inch ever closer to the end of the regular season for boys basketball here at the Climax Shelley Gymnasium here at Climax High School. We are getting set for the opening, or getting close to, or moments away, from opening tip-off here at Climax High School between the Climax Fisher Knights and the Northern Freeze. I'm Jerry Peralta here as we get set. Our pregame show will continue here in just a moment here on yourliveevent.com.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they are preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Ulster Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Ulster Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Back here at Climax High School in the gymnasium as we are moments away from opening tip-off here in this matchup between the Climax Fisher Knights and the Northern Freeze. You know, Climax Fisher coming into tonight off of a very competitive matchup last Thursday against Red Lake County. And despite what the score may show, it was very competitive all throughout, with Red Lake County coming away victorious 73-52. Something the Knights definitely were hoping for throughout that game was just to be competitive, and they managed to do just that. Although they were unable to fight back from the deficit. Northern Freeze last time out dropped a tough one to Warren Alvarado Oslo, 71-60. Very close game, and you know, the Northern Freeze trying to not let that discourage them coming into tonight. They're only this is Northern Freeze's last game of the regular season. Climax Fisher still has one more that will be played tomorrow against Kittson County Central. But looking at the Northern Freeze, we had a chance to talk with head coach of the Northern Freeze, Sean Spildy, and hear what he had to say as his team gets ready for tonight's matchup. Here on the pregame coach's comments, along with me now is the head coach of the Northern Freeze, Sean Spildy. And Coach, get things going. How are you doing today?
Good. It's nice to get to a game, and it's still light out. It's the days are definitely getting longer. Hopefully spring is coming. I'm real tired of 25 below, so really looking forward to some warmer temperatures.
Oh yeah, definitely. And today was a nice one. And coming into tonight. Had a tough game against Warren Alvarado Oslo last time out. What was said to your team after that tough loss? It was a very close matchup through and through.
I basically told them what I tell them after every game. Remember the things we did right, remember the things we did wrong, and learn from it. Learn from it, and we move forward. We don't hang our heads. We just keep going forward.
Yeah, and definitely, especially down this final stretch, your last couple games of the season. Throughout, what has been some of the big positives you've seen from this team?
I guess I've just been really happy how the group has come together as a team. That's my favorite part of every year, and of course every year that unfortunately doesn't happen, but this group has really come together the last 4 or 5 weeks as a team on both ends of the floor, and I'm real happy where we're at right now. We're excited. This is our last regular season game, and we're looking forward to the tournaments. The tournaments are always an exciting time of the year.
And as you get set for tournament time, what has been the message to the boys coming into tonight's final game for you guys?
Get better every day. Get better in every game. Get better at every practice. We've definitely improved, but now the key is to keep improving. We have no time to be taking a half a step or a full step backwards. We just got to keep going forward.
And playing a Climax Fisher team that's had an interesting season, to say the least. What's the game plan coming into tonight as you match up against the Knights?
Well, we want to play good defense. We want to compete well on the glass. Friday night we got beat up on the boards pretty bad. We got to win the battle of the boards. We want to be aggressive. We want to try to be aggressive on both ends. We want to shoot a ton of free throws. We haven't had very many games this year, unfortunately, where we've shot a lot of free throws. The game plan is usually just to be aggressive, attack.
Coach, any more keys, final thoughts before tonight's matchup?
Take care of the ball and hopefully hit some shots. I don't think any of these kids have ever played in this gym, so that's always a concern. Hopefully we can hit some shots.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Hey, thank you very much.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools. In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at Agrimax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, Agrimax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Agrimax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Hey folks, I'm Jimmy Don Holmes from Waco, Texas. This is my oldest son, Jake. I met the Christian family recently in Waco, and they just seem like really good people, and that's the kind of people you want to buy a car or truck from. Sometimes when you're buying a vehicle, you feel a little bit of anxiety. You won't feel that here. This place it's got a good feel, and the folks are good, and I like that. In our shop, I'm big on quality and customer service. You're going to get the quality when you buy a Chevrolet vehicle, and you're going to get the customer service when you deal with the Christian family here at Christian Motors.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some Knight apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
Here on the pregame coach's comments, along with me now is head coach of the Climax Fisher Knights, head coach Brenda Slate. And coach, had a day off and then a weekend to rest coming into tonight. How are you? How's the team feeling?
I'm hoping they're coming with a lot of energy. They're excited, because this is the last stretch of the season, and they're excited just to get out there and play some more, and just value every day.
And second to last game of the season. I mean, what has been the energy from the team knowing your last 2 games are here at home court?
I just feel like overall they've been more aggressive, like on the defensive end, especially that last game against RLC. So I'm hoping that they bring some of that energy from that game into this game, and they kind of know that it's all or nothing. So they need to come with their heads held high, and they got to be ready to fight.
And you mentioned the game against RLC last week, very competitive, despite what the score would say. That following day for practice, what was the mood like in practice after that?
It was good. I could see that some of the boys found their confidence. They were working hard. We worked on some defensive stuff. We worked on some press break stuff, and we did a little bit of a scrimmage, and they did some things in that scrimmage that kind of like came from the night before. So that was nice to see those strengths that they found defensively and offensively. So overall, I'm hoping that they got some rest over the weekend. They're ready to go, and they're ready to compete.
And coming down the final stretch, what's been the message to the boys as you prepare for these last 2 games of the regular season going into tournament?
To play hard. They got to have fun, but they also got to play hard. Some people say, oh, you're telling them to have fun. Well, there's 2 different kind of funs that you can have out there. Have fun, play together, work hard the entire time, and just don't go in there and goof off like it's just whatever. But I think these boys want to have fun, but with that, they want to play with their teammates, they want to make memories, and they're going to work hard for it.
And tonight, tough game against Northern Freeze, who's kind of been hot over the last couple of weeks. What's going to be the key to slowing them down here tonight?
That's the ticket, slow it down. We got to control the pace offensively on our side, working the ball around, taking some time off that clock, and valuing our possessions, and hopefully defensively, we bring that energy and we work hard, and, we just try to shut them down and make sure that we're helping each other out and communicating.
Coach, any more keys, final thoughts before tonight's game?
Every night I'm going to say defense. If the boys are willing to play defense and make sure they're where they're supposed to be, things will look our way, but that's up to them. They got to come with the effort.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Community Co-op Energy Solutions. Our team will help you with pre-buys and contracting. Our services also extend with on-farm service calls, tanks, pumps, bulk oil, DEF and tank monitoring, fuel, propane, and natural gas. Call us at 1-888-935-2281 so we can help you with energy solutions from Community Co-op.
Proper dental health is a lifelong effort. Brushing and flossing regularly, as well as routine visits to the dentist, will help ensure that you have a mouth full of happy and healthy teeth. This friendly reminder is courtesy of Polk County and Norman-Monoman Public Health Child and Teen Checkups Program, reminding you to have your children and teens examined by their medical and dental provider on a regular basis. For more information about child and teen checkups, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School, here as we get set. We're just moments away from the national anthem and starting lineups. here for the Climax Fisher Knights to play host to the Northern Freeze. And we've heard from both coaches. Now let's just take a look at both of these teams as they match up tonight. Climax Fisher coming in at 3-19, overall 2-15 in their section. Last time out, had a competitive game against Red Lake County, as mentioned, and it was one of the few times this season where the boys have shown how dangerous they could be by when they're working together, bringing a lot of energy to the team. And that's what Coach Slight talked about going into the practice. Or they had a lot of energy with them. They were having fun out there, but they were doing their job, doing a great job defensively. Despite what the score may say, they had some good stops. They were holding Red Lake County, and it just seemed Red Lake County was getting more looks and finding a way to score on offense. And Slight this season, Coach Slight has just been a huge proponent of working together as a unit throughout this season, and we'll see how it shakes up here tonight as Climax Fisher is set to host here, as it is their second to last game of the regular season. So want to end off on a high note. Northern Freeze comes in at 14-9 overall, 12-7 in their section, coming off of a tough one out last time against Warren Alvarado Oslo. But the season so far for Northern Freeze has been a very strong one, and they look to close out strong as this is their final game of the season. So go into playoffs, tournament time with a lot of momentum on their hands. We'll take another break. When we come back, we will get to our starting lineups here and then tip off. All this and more coming up on YourLiveEvent.com as the Climax Fisher Knights play host to the Northern Freeze.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Pearlie, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butcher Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Genuine starts here. There's one easy way to keep your AGCO equipment productive all year with genuine preventative maintenance from AGCO Parts. When you check, change, and replace using AGCO Parts preventative maintenance products, you get the promise of maximum performance and increased uptime. Visit Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada to see our full selection of preventative maintenance parts products, or give us a call at 784-2961 to place an order today.
As a small business owner, you learn to wear a lot of hats. The custodian hat, the IT hat, and well, the you should have called a professional hat. Auto Owners takes care of your business insurance, so you can take care of everything else. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Back here at Climax High School as we are getting set. National Anthem wrapping up. Let's go ahead and move on to our starting lineups here. Starting with the Northern Freeze. Number 2, Carson Moen, the senior, getting the start. Number 11, Caleb Ray, the junior, getting the start. Number 15, Jade Werb, the senior, gets the start. Number 24, Austin Kautzman, the senior, getting the start. And then to round things out, number 33, Maximus Klopp, the senior, will round things out for Northern Freeze. Northern Freeze is coached by head coach Sean Spildy, assisted by assistant coaches Cody Underdahl, Chad Spildy, Josh Hansen, and Anthony Skirvin. And now going for the Climax Fisher Knights starting lineup. Number 21, Carter Helgeson, the senior, getting the start. Number 23, Ryan Morris, the sophomore, will get the nod. Number 24, Paul Demas, the senior, getting the start. Number 25, Ethan Evitz, the sophomore, will get the start. And to round things out, number 54, Luis Gonzalez, the junior, will get the start here for the Climax Fisher Knights. As we get set here, the Knights are coached by head coach Brenda Slight and assisted by assistant coaches Ross Corinta and Ethan Prosnick. Paul Demas will meet Maximus Klopp at half court for the tip-off here. Both teams coming off losses last time out. This is the last game of the season, regular season for Northern Freeze. Second to last game for the Climax Fisher Knights, and Paul Demas will win this one. And Ryan Morris gets it as he passes up to Carter Helgeson on the far side, checking inside to Paul Demas, who shoots from the free throw line. And he will get things going early with a quick bucket. Beautiful pass there to Demas. And now with it is Caleb Bray. And that's stolen away by Ethan Evitz, now crossing half court. Evitz for three, just no good off the side of the rim. Morris there on the rebound. Finds Evitz on the backside, and now inside, can't get it. He'll get his own rebound. Evitz now going inside to Paul Demas, and Demas going inside, uses the backboard, he will score. .17-12 remaining on the Knights with the lead. Ball stolen away by Ryan Morris. He has a lane, and he will float that one in, and just like that, the Knights defensively off to a pretty solid start here, I should say. Both teams getting early with some steals, drawing a lot of disruption there on the floor. Morris getting a little too much contact there. He draws his first foul of the night. Great turnout here for both sides, Northern Freeze faithful and Climax Fisher faithful here in attendance, as that shot there by Austin Kautzman is good. So first points up on the board for Northern Freeze as Ryan Morris crosses half court. Looks down to Carter Helgeson on the near side. He'll find Evitz. And Morris going inside the cross. A lot of contact there. Gets blocked there by Moen. So now going back, Carter Helgeson will get called on a hand check. That's his first. So 16:29 left to go here on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Now quick inside, Austin Kautzman yet again, or excuse me, that was not Kautzman, that was Caleb Bray. And he will get the three-pointer to go. Helgeson now will find Morris. As Morris getting met with a lot of pressure here from Moen. Helgeson on the near side, fakes, hands off to Demas, and Demas for two! And Paul Demas with the hot hand tonight. So Caleb Bray, or excuse me, Carson Moen with it, finds Caleb Bray and has to go back to Jade Werb. Now going up with it was Maximus Klopp, and that'll be a foul call. I think they'll give that one to Luis Gonzalez. And they will, so that is Luis Gonzalez's first, and that will send Maximus Klopp to the free throw line. As he will make his first free throw attempt, and free throws are brought to you by Agramax. And he'll make the second one. A little bit of confusion up on the scoreboard here. And Carson Moen is going to get called on the foul here for Northern Freeze. That's the first team foul of the night for them. Ryan Morris gets the inbound pass from Evitz. Ball poked away there by Moen. And Morris can chase that one down, but he just takes one step too far out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover back to Northern Freeze. Climax Fisher last time out losing a tough one to Red Lake County. It was a very close matchup, but as they could not pull that one out, but compared to their first time around, as Klopp can't make the three-pointer, the Knights played a much more competitive game that time and brought the energy, and hopefully that energy translates here tonight for the Knights. Paul Demas gets the handoff from Ryan Morris, and that's stolen away there by Caleb Bray, excuse me. Now Paul Demas almost getting the steal. And they're going to give that one to Caleb Bray on that one. So Paul Demas doing a good job there, getting it right back. It's only a 1-point game here as the Knights are off to a relatively hot start. Paul Demas making the first 3 buckets for the Knights. Demas gets the inbound pass, goes inside, pulls up, no good on the jumper, and that's rebounded there by Werb as Jade Werb will pass off to Klopp, who finds Bray, and Bray's blocked by Ryan Morris. Wow, with authority right there. Caleb Bray had a nice look, and almost out of nowhere, Ryan Morris comes up with just a put away. Carson Moen with it now going inside. Goes off the feet of Aiden Rogness, who's checked into the game. And call the travel on Northern Freeze. So Morris with the inbound pass now. Goes up the lane, crosses half court, pass down to Evitz, who pulls up for 3, and he can get it to go. Now Moen passes off to Bray. Bray almost losing it, poked away. Demas swatted at it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Demas, so stays in favor of Northern Freeze. Carson Moen with the long pass up to Caleb Bray. Bray fakes a couple shots, trying to go off the Klopp. Stolen away by Ryan Morris. Now heading the other direction as Morris backs down, gives everybody time to catch up. And now Evans off of the pass. And Evans will go to the line as he draws the contact. Call that one on Jade Werb. And first free throw, no good for Evans. And now coming in, we'll see Jason Beiswanger for the Knights. We will also see Everett Nelson along with Ryder Blazewski. And Evans will at least make one of them. So quick pass out to Blazewski. And trying to use the backboard, no good on that first shot attempt. Or actually, correction, that was Klopp who took that shot. And Ryan Morris draws the foul there. Give that one to Carson Moen. So 4 team fouls for the Northern Freeze. Paul Demas gets subbed out as we will see Carter Helgeson, or excuse me, Aiden Rognus check back in. Ryan Morris gets the inbound pass, so close with 14, so close to the half court, but he stays onside. 13:56 remaining here as Morris gets the pass off of the cut. Now Jason Beiswanger with it. So he just decides to hand it back to Ethan Evans, who's right behind him, and Evans pulls up for 3 off of the rim, no good. There on the rebound was Kautzman. Gavin Hochstedler, who's into the game now. Pass off to Klopp, and Klopp for 3 is good. And call a timeout here by head coach Brenda Slight. We'll take a timeout as well with 13:30 left to go here in the first half. The Knights lead Northern Freeze 12-10.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some Knight apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
Back here out of the timeout. Brenda Slight giving her team a chance to talk that one out. That was a wide open Maximus Klopp who just nailed the 3-pointer and made this a 2-point game. And Aiden Rognus' pass out to Carter Helgeson just wide right of him. Can't even come close to catching it. So with 13:15 left here on the Community Co-op scoreboard, the Northern Freeze with it, Gavin Hochstedler with it, passing to Maximus Klopp. And Klopp lets one fly, and despite all the pressure, he will score, and now it's a tie game. So Helgeson passing now to Morris. Morris loses that one. Now it's a scrum for the ball on the ground. And that'll get picked up by Northern Freeze. Maximus Klopp gets the pass. Euro steps his way past Evans. Can't get that one to go. This time, Blazewski gets it and goes out to Hochstedler, who won't score but draws the contact off of Carter Helgeson. Give that one to Jason Beiswanger. As Hochstedler won't make the first free throw attempt. Paul Demas checks back into the game. He subs in for Carter Helgeson. We'll also see Everett Nelson sub back in. And Northern Freeze will take their first lead of the night as Hochstetler makes his second free throw attempt. Ethan Evans now crossing half court. Lots of momentum. Aiden Rognus with it. As Rognus just passes to Ryan Morris, who slows everything down. Paul Demas coming out of the arc now, trying to set something up. Waiting for that cut as Demas passes off to Rognus. Quick pass off to Beiswanger. And now Evans with it. A long three for Evans, and he can get it! And just like that, the Knights take the lead right back. And now faking a three was Nelson, and he takes one step in, and he will tie it up. Evans crossing half court. A very competitive matchup here. Both offenses flowing right now as Ryan Morris going inside. Can get that one to fall. Ryan Morris, beautiful lane to the rim and made that one count. Hochstetler with it, passing off to Nelson. Maximus Klopp with it, cuts back inside, goes up. Demas almost getting the block, but too much on that one. Give him the foul. Sixth team foul for the Knights. Not a particularly clean game for them. As Klopp will miss his first free throw attempt. 11:20 left to go here in the first half. And Klopp will make his second free throw attempt. So now we'll have a substitution, and coming back out is Caleb Bray. Ryan Morris with it now, coming down the lane, gets the pick from Beiswanger. Now Paul Demas with it, passing that one back out to Aaron Eglund, who's checked into the game. Now inside to Demas, who's backing down, goes up, off of the rim, no good. And they will say last touched by Rognus, goes out of bounds. So turn it back over to give it back to Northern Freeze. Beiswanger with the tip, and that goes off of the hands of Beiswanger and then Nelson. So Jason Beiswanger forcing that one. Demas passes inside to Evans, who's checked back into the game. Evans cuts to his right, get off of the pick from Demas. Passing out to Eglund. And now Morris with it at near half court. Cuts inside, using the backboard, and it will fall. The Knights offensively have just been flowing. Blocked by Evans. Kautzman had that was Blazewski who had the lane inside, and Evans coming out of nowhere to get that block. Nelson with it now at the top of the arc for Northern Freeze, passing it down to Bray. Bray now going to go inside, trying to get that one to Kautzman, but that'll get stolen away by Demas. This is the kind of defense that head coach Slight has been wanting from her team, and she is getting just that so far within the first half ironically, the first half. And Morris will get called on the foul there. Seventh team foul. That's Morris's second personal. And that'll put Northern Freeze in the bonus net now. 9:52 remaining. As Gavin Hochstetler with it for Northern Freeze, crossing half court, goes off to Everett Nelson. As Nelson's met by Demas. Now Aaron Eglund playing some good pressure. Stops that one. Ball shot up by Jade Werb, and Werb can't get it to fall. Last touch by the Knights, so will stay in Northern Freeze's favor. Everett Nelson met with the double team, passing out to Kautzman, and then Werb can get that one to fall. 19-18, the Knights leading here on the Community Co-op scoreboard. 9:20 remaining here in the first half. Ethan Evitz cuts inside to his left, trying to float off the backboard. No good, so close. Now with this, Caleb Bray passing off to Hochstedler. Now Werb with the lane, and he will score, and just like that, the lead changes yet again. Third lead change of the night here for either team as Coach Slight calls a timeout. We will take a timeout as well. With 8:54 remaining, Northern Freeze leads the Climax Fisher Knights 20-19.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsborough and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There's one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
Coming out of the timeout, Ethan Evitz crossing half court will miss a shot. Carter Helgeson's there on the rebound. Can't get it. Helgeson pulled up for three. And that's a foul here. And they'll give that one to Aiden Rognes, and that's his third of the game. So that sends Everett Nelson to the line. And Nelson will make his first free throw attempt. Free throws, of course, brought to you by the team over at Agrimax. Contact them to see how they can help you reach peak profitability by calling their locations in Fertile, or their new location in Fertile, or in Fisher. As Nelson will make both free throw attempts. So 22-19, largest lead for Northern Freeze so far in this game. 3 lead changes alone here in the first half. Ryan Morris crossing half court, slowing everything down, trying to set something up. Pass out to Helgeson, and Helgeson rounding the arc, going all the way up to the far side as he finds Rognes. And Morris now with it. Passes off to Evitz. And Evitz will find Morris as they're just trying to let something develop. Morris fights his way in, can't get that one to fall, and Demas will force the jump ball. And the jump ball goes by way of Northern Freeze. 8:03 left to go here in the first half. 22-19, Northern Freeze leads. Gavin Moen checked back into the game as he finds Maximus Klopp. Now going inside was Austin Kautzman, and Kautzman will score. And brings the lead up to a 5-point lead. Morris now crossing half court with it. First half been very competitive so far. Offense is flowing, but the Knights offense have gone cold. Evitz with it now for the Knights. 7:29 left to go here in this first half. Finds Rognes, and Rognes will hand off to Evitz. Knights just kind of handing it off back and forth here. Evans finally having a lane, pulls up for it, no good. Good pressure on him. He couldn't get a good shot. So now in transition was Klopp, and Klopp shot no good. And Demas got the rebound, but then we have a foul on the play. Give that one to Blazewski. So this gives the ball right back to, or gives the ball to the Knights as they hold on to it. Evans with the long pass to Morris, and Morris can score, and he'll draw the foul. Ethan Evans looking like a quarterback out there, throwing that ball from all the way across the court. 6:57 left to go here. Give that one to Maximus Klopp, his first personal of the game. And Morris can't make the free throw. Luis Gonzalez back in, and they will get him on the foul. So 9th team foul for the Knights, which keeps Northern Freeze from really setting something up. It sends them to the free throw line. 6:55 left to go here in the first half. Shooting it is Jade Werb, and now Aaron Eglund will check back in for the Knights. And a close game, a fun one at that we've been seeing here so far in this first half. And Werb will make that free throw attempt, and it's a 4-point game. And Jade Werb sets for a second, and he'll make both of them. So the Knights having to get something going here. Morris cutting inside, draws the contact, no good, will miss the shot. And Morris with the steal, and he will get that one to go. Carson Moen with the pass out to Caleb Bray. Bray will find Bleiswinger, or excuse me, Blazewski, and it will be Bray who puts up the bucket there. Evans now with it, 6:30 left to go here in the first half. Long pass inside to Eglund. Eglund now going out to Rognes, and Rognes trying to use the backboard, no good. Pass inside to Blazewski. And Blazewski just trying to keep it alive, throws that one out. Or excuse me, that was Caleb Bray. So now we'll see Everett Nelson along with Gavin Hochstetler check back into the game. Subbing in for Caleb Bray and Carson Moen, giving them a break. Morris off of the pick from Helgeson, crossing half court. Now gets the pick from Paul Demas. Helgeson with it. As he'll just pass off to Evans, and Evans in the middle of the arc trying to go inside to Demas, and stolen away there by Klopp. As Jade Werb can just finesse his way down. It's a 7-point game now, largest lead from anybody here. Evans shot no good. Demas can get the rebound, but he will lose it, and that's a foul on Northern Freeze. .5:39 left to go here in the first half on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Northern Freeze leading the Climax Fisher Knights 30-23. So now the Knights in the bonus. And Demas can't get that free throw to fall. So Everett Nelson there on the rebound, crossing half court. Long pass Nelson ends up back with it, going off to Gavin Hochstedler. Maximus Klopp finds Everett Nelson yet again, and Evitz with the pressure. Excuse me, as Carter Helgeson can get the steal. Helgeson passes off to Evitz, and Evitz blocked by Klopp. Evitz just a second too long on that one, as if he had just waited 1 second afterwards. And so now we'll get Demas with his second personal, 10th team foul, now in the double bonus for Northern Freeze. A competitive first half, but not necessarily a clean first half, to say the least. And that is made by Hochstedler. 31-23, 5:11 left to go here in the first half. Free throws brought to you by the team at Agrimax. And Hochstedler will miss his second one. So nice, Jason Beiswinger checked back into the game as Morris gets the inbound pass. Morris calls for the pick, gets it. Now he'll hand off to Beiswinger, who hands off to Helgeson. Morris with it now. The bench in front of me showing a lot of energy here as Helgeson fakes the three going inside. Now he has to back down, pulls up from the corner and gets it. It was only a two-pointer, a long two-pointer, but just what the Knights needed as Everett Nelson's shot no good. And Helgeson can get the rebound. Almost losing it. 4:29 left to go here in the first half. Ryan Morris with it. Paul Demas having it now, loses that, draws the foul. And so now Demas will go to the free throw line. 1-1, 4:18 left to go here in the first half. Helgeson with that long two could set something up here. Momentum was shifted for a second there to Northern Freeze as they led by as much as 7. And Demas can't make the free throw. So now with it off the rebound was Caleb Bray as he passes off to Jade Werb. And Werb going in, and that'll be a lot of contact on the arm there. Give that one to Beiswinger, his second of the game, and that was actually Maximus Klopp who drew the contact, as he will make that one. That was the one thing the Northern Freeze is doing a good job of. They're controlling the free throw line. As he'll miss that one, but off the rebound was Austin Kautzman, and Kautzman can get the bucket. 9-point lead here, largest for either team. Morris crossing half court now. Ryan Morris goes inside, off of the rim, and just swatting that one out of bounds was Aiden Rognes. Dylan Carinta checked into the game for the Knights. 3:54 left. Hochstedler goes inside to Werb, and Werb will score. Morris now an 11-point lead. The Knights offense has kind of gone cold along with their defense as Morris goes inside, has a lane, can float that one in. Bray with it now for Northern Freeze, passing out to Werb, or to Klopp, and Klopp goes inside, dumps it down to Werb, and Werb will score. And the long pass it's kept alive now. Ryan Morris puts a shoulder inside, can't get it, in and out of the rim, so close. 2:51 left to go here in the first half. So Northern Freeze with it. Looks out to Bray and pulls up for a mid-range jumper, can get that one to fall. Defense for the Knights really slowing down here in the later portions of this first half. Evitz almost losing it, stolen away, jump ball. And Evitz doing a good enough job holding on to force that jump ball. Blazewski checking into the game along with Everett Nelson. And we see Paul Demas back on the floor for the Climax Fisher for the Knights. Evitz quick pass out to Rogness. Now Carter Helgeson will find Evitz, and Evitz for three off of the top of the backboard, no good. Now the long pass kept alive just for a second. And hesitation by the ref there, but they will say last touch by Northern Freeze, so the Knights get that one back. Helgeson getting the pick from Corinta, and Demas pulls up for three, and will go. Ten-point game now. As Blazewski gets the inside pass, and he can go to the lane and score. Evitz now for the Knights, passing off to Helgeson as we'll look at Rogness. Ethan Evitz with it, open for three, off of the backboard and back of the rim, no good. Evitz trying to get a hand in there, and Blazewski gets the pass yet again, and he will score off of the cut. Dylan Corinta gets the pass. And the Knights kind of a lackadaisical transition defense as Evitz and Demas didn't really go in transition. And there'll be a foul on Carter Helgeson. Second personal for Helgeson, as Ryan Morris and Aaron Eglin check back into the game for the Knights. Caleb Bray with it for Northern Freeze, passing off to Nelson. Ryan Morris almost getting the steal. Long pass and shot for three, no good. Blazewski off of the rebound, can't get it, blocked by Demas. As Ryan Morris now will cross court. And that is a foul on Morris. Or actually give that one to Helgeson. It's his third of the game, and now Ethan Evitz will check back into the game for Helgeson. 43.4 seconds left to go in the first half, and what a close game we've been seeing. 14-point lead for Northern Freeze, 44-30. Caleb Bray passing off to Everett Nelson, and it'll go off of the hands of Ryder Blazewski. So Morris gets the pass, finds, just goes back off to Evitz, and now Evitz quickly crossing half court from the pick from Demas. And now hands this off to Morris, and the Knights trying to go inside. Morris, no good. Rebounded by Northern Freeze. Quick pass up, and Caleb Bray will score. The one thing that the Knights have struggled with in this game have been getting those boards. They have not given themselves really any second chance opportunities. The Northern Freeze doing a good job on that one, giving themselves those chances as Ryan Morris pulls up for three, no good. And that will do it here for the first half. At the end of the very first half, the Northern Freeze leads the Climax Fisher Knights 46-30 here on YourLiveEvent.com.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School as we are here in halftime now. And at the half, Northern Freeze leading the Climax Fisher Knights 46-30 in a very competitive first half here. And at the very beginning of the game, the Knights came out strong, led 6-0. And they were holding strong, doing a good job controlling their defense, making some good stops. But it wouldn't be long until Northern Freeze would start to fight their way back, and they would tie things up as we would see 3 different lead changes within the first half. The last lead change would be Northern Freeze going up 20-19. And since that, Northern Freeze has had control for the remainder of that first half, and they are now up 16 points. It was not a clean first half. Over 10 team fouls for the Climax Fisher Knights, 8 for Northern Freeze, and neither team really, that is not what you want to go in the first half, especially going into halftime. And that is where where Northern Freeze has been doing a lot of their damage at the free throw line. They have hardly missed, only missing 4 shots total. So they have just done a fantastic job at the free throw line. Climax Fisher hasn't really had the opportunity to go to the free throw line all that much. They've only gone 4 times, and they've only made once. Or they've gone to the free throw line a couple times. They've missed 3 of their 4 shots as a team. So they'll need to find a way to turn that around here. And yeah, a competitive game. The Knights trying to fight their way back. Offense was going cold though. Lanes were being left open for Northern Freeze to capitalize on. Ryder Blazewski had 6 points come in off of cuts in transition. So he was doing a good job there putting up points for his team. So the Knights just need to find a way to slow that down, get their offense going again, as they have really gone cold on the offensive side of the ball. We'll take another break. When we come back, we will look at some first half stats here as we are just moments away from the start of the second half here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools. In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at Agrimax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, Agrimax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Agrimax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Hey folks, I'm Jimmy Don Holmes from Waco, Texas. This is my oldest son, Jake. I met the Christian family recently in Waco, and they just seem like really good people, and that's the kind of people you want to buy a car or truck from. Sometimes when you're buying a vehicle, you feel a little bit of anxiety. You won't feel that here. This place it's got a good feel, and the folks are good, and I like that. In our shop, I'm big on quality and customer service. You're going to get the quality when you buy a Chevrolet vehicle, and you're going to get the customer service when you deal with the Christian family here at Christian Motors.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School, as the Northern Freeze currently leading the Climax Fisher Knights 46-30 here at halftime. This is the final game of the season for Northern Freeze as they are wrapping things up. The second to last game for the Climax Fisher Knights. They will close out their season against Kitson County Central tomorrow in Fisher High School, or at Fisher. So look forward to that one here. A very competitive matchup here as the Knights are going to try and fight their way back. Look at some first half stats for you. As Carter Helgeson so far with 7 points on the game, 2 rebounds and a steal. Ryan Morris with 10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 steals and a block. Paul Demas with 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals and a block. Ethan Evitz with 7 points, 2 rebounds, a steal and a block as well. Looking at Northern Freeze, Caleb Bray with 9 points, 1 steal. Jade Werb with 12 points, 1 rebound. Austin Kutzman with 6 points, 2 rebounds. Maximus Klopp with 9 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, and a block. Ryder Blazewski has 4 points and a rebound. Everett Nelson with 4 points, 1 rebound, and Gavin Hochstedler with 2 points, both of those coming from the free throw line. We'll take another break. When we come back, we will see the start of the second half here as we get set. The Northern Freeze leading the Climax Fisher Knights 46-30 here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some Knight apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Community Co-op Energy Solutions. Our team will help you with pre-buys and contracting. Our services also extend with on-farm service calls, tanks, pumps, bulk oil, DEF and tank monitoring, fuel, propane, and natural gas. Call us at 1-888-935-2281 so we can help you with energy solutions from Community Co-op.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School as we get set for the start of the second half. Northern Freeze leading the Climax Fisher Knights 46-30. Very competitive game so far tonight, and looking for more of that competitiveness to come out here in the second half. Climax Fisher started the first half on a 6-0 run. Northern Freeze would fight their way back. We would see 3 different lead changes in that first half, which would culminate with Northern Freeze taking a 20-19 lead here, and they have not given that one up since. Northern Freeze starting with it. Carson Moen with the quick pass out to Maximus Klopp, who goes inside to Jade Werb, and Werb can't score, but he'll get his own rebound. And another putback, and the Northern Freeze controlling the boards here. As Kautzman and Werb are just going back and forth. As finally Caleb Bray will score for Northern Freeze. Ryan Morris with it for the Climax Fisher Knights now. Looking inside to Ethan Evans, who almost loses it. Had a beautiful look inside if he had just managed to come down with that. Morris cutting inside now, going out to Carter Helgeson. Stolen away there by Caleb Bray, and Bray fakes to his left, and now he will score. Pump fake sends Carter Helgeson up, and then he will turn right back to his left as Caleb Bray puts that one in. Ethan Evans now. Call the floor foul there for Northern Freeze. Second personal for Caleb Bray. Evans with the long pass out to Ryan Morris. Morris gets the pick. Now going inside to Paul Demas as he has to throw that back out to Carter Helgeson for 3. Off of the front of the rim, no good. But Demas does enough to disrupt that as Aiden Rognes gets the rebound, and Demas will score. So now with it is Northern Freeze. Caleb Bray trying to pass that one off to Austin Kautzman. And Kautzman will lose that one, goes out of bounds. Knights trying to come out with a lot of energy here in the second half to fight their way back. Ryan Morris going across half court on the far side. Looks down to Carter Helgeson, who will find Ethan Evans. Evans pulls up from mid-range off the front of the rim, no good. And call a foul here on the Knights. Give that one to Evans. His first personal of the game. 16-16 here on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Northern Freeze leads 50-32. Carson Moen with it now, finds Klopp. Klopp getting the pick from Werb, and now trying to go inside to Werb. And Rognes swatted that one, but none of the Knights were ready for it. And now Kautzman fights his way in. No good. Rebound gets his own rebound. And he draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. Call a hold there on Demas, I believe. No, give that one to... No, actually, yep, I was right the first time. Paul Demas will get his third. And now that first one will be made by Kautzman. Austin Kautzman off of the Agramax free throw. As he'll make his second one. Quick pass up to Carter Helgeson. Helgeson looking out to Evans, and Evans trying to hit Rognes on the cut, but stolen away there by Werb. Now Klopp off of the rebound, no good, gets his own rebound, and he will score. As Klopp will just control the boards there. That's the one thing the Knights have not been able to do to this tonight is stop the second chance points or give themselves second chance points, as Morris will float that one. Aaron Eglin checks in for Ethan Evans. The boards have been truly dominated here by Northern Freeze, as one thing Coach Spildy for Northern Freeze has wanted. The three-pointer by Klopp, no good. Rebounded by Aaron Eglin. So Morris now gets the pick from Demas. Looks inside to Demas, and Demas will score. Felt like he floated his way to the basket there, the way he moved. Austin Kautzman met with pressure from Demas, finds Klopp. Now we'll look to Bray in the corner for three, no good. And just like that, rebounded there by Werb, and Werb can't get it. Demas will finally come down with the rebound for the Knights. Morris. Drawing the foul is Carson Moen. (54-34) here, 20-point lead for Northern Freeze. And that's actually a shooting foul here, so Morris will go to the line. The ball takes a bounce off of the rim, initial, and then it will go out. So Luis Gonzalez checks back in. You'll see Gavin Hochstedler sub back in for Carson Moen. And Morris can't make either of his free throw attempts. So now heading the other direction with it is Bray. Bray going inside, dumps out to Klopp. And Klopp now trying to find Kautzman, and Helgeson would get that one back. Good idea, good read there by Kautzman off of the ball. Helgeson pulls up for three off of the side of the rim, no good. The Knights have gone dead cold shooting tonight, or so far, as Klopp will make an easy three-pointer. Not too much pressure on him as Ryan Morris crossing half court now. Ball stolen away there by Klopp. Maximus Klopp just putting in on a show here. As we see Everett Nelson along with Ryder Blajewski check back into the game. Paul Demas will sub in as well, as he subs in for Aiden Rognus. Maximus Klopp with it. Looks out to Hochstedler, and Blajewski on the inside will score. 13-34, Ryan Morris with it. Gets the pick from Luis Gonzalez. And that's stolen away here by Hochstedler. And Klopp gets that one, but rebounded by Nelson. Hochstedler passes back out to Klopp, now going inside to Kautzman, and Kautzman will score and call a timeout by head coach Brenda Slight. We'll take a timeout as well with 13-12 remaining here in the second half. Northern Freeze leads the Knights 61-34.
Dental health is a lifelong effort. Brushing and flossing regularly, as well as routine visits to the dentist, will help ensure that you have a mouth full of happy and healthy teeth. This friendly reminder is courtesy of Polk County and Norman-Monoman Public Health Child and Teen Checkups Program, reminding you to have your children and teens examined by their medical and dental provider on a regular basis. For more information about child and teen checkups, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School with 13-12 remaining on the community co-op scoreboard. The Northern Freeze leading the Climax Fisher Knights 61-34, and the Knights offense has gone cold. And defensively, or Northern Freeze just picking up the pace offensively, just doing a good job as the Knights have not had an answer. And Paul Demas there on the rebound can score. Good job there by Demas to be in the right place at the right time, as Morris will miss his initial shot. And now Klopp goes up, draws the contact, and he will go to the line for two. Give that one to Aaron Eglund, his first personal of the game. Klopp will make his first free throw attempt, 62-36. both of his free throw attempts. Ryan Morris now with it for the Knights. In that first half, the Knights competitive for majority of it, but after the Northern Freeze would take a 20-19 lead, it's been all Northern Freeze, and Ryan Morris had the look as Evans pulls up for three, and off of the left side of the rim, no good. Luis Gonzalez can get the rebound. Now Aaron Eglin will get the rebound. Now Paul Demas getting the rebound. And that one will go out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Demas, so turnover. Several opportunities there for the Knights. Couldn't capitalize as Maximus Klopp pulls up for a long two, nails it. Ryan Morris with it now. Finds Demas. Now going out to Luis Gonzalez, who has an open look. Now he's going to go inside to Evans, and Evans can score. Ending that drought. Quick pass out to Nelson, who will find Hochstedler. Now for three is Klopp, and just doesn't matter how much pressure. He's on fire at the moment. Ryan Morris trying to pass that one to Evans. Now quickly gets that one to Werb, and Werb will score. 11:09 left to go here. Ryan Morris with it, finds Evans. As Evans fakes the three, now trying to go inside to Demas, and that'll be a turnover for Northern Free. As Maximus Klopp getting the lane, and he will score. Ryan Morris with it, gets the pick from Luis Gonzalez, and is going to get. And they will call a charge, offensive charge there on Morris. Had his feet set. Jason Beiswanger and Carter Helgeson check back into the game. Now Aiden Rognes also will sub in as he subs in for Paul Demas. Gavin Hochstedler passing down to Maximus Klopp. And he just forces his way in, and he will score. Ethan Evans now with it for the Knights. Passes off to Aiden Rognes. Carter Helgeson with it. Passes out to Rognes, who will find Beiswanger. Evans goes inside, takes a couple steps to his right, no good. Rognes there on the rebound. And that will send Aiden Rognes to the free throw line off of the foul. So now Caleb Bray, Carson Mullen, and Braden Swenson check in for Northern Freeze. And Rognes will make one of his two. Now Bray passing off to Jackson Kligstad. Now Moen passing out to Klegstead, who will find Kautzman, and Kautzman no good on his shot, but there on the rebound was Swenson. Moen with it. Passes off to Swenson as he looks inside to Kautzman, and blocked by Rognes. Knights not giving up, 9:26 left to go here. Carson Moen, quick inside, and that will be good there for Jackson Klegstead. Carter Helgeson looks inside to Evitz. As Evitz backs down, and he can't score. He's been having trouble shooting from within the arc tonight. As Caleb Bray has to pass back out to Swenson. Now Moen fakes the three, looks out now to Klickstead. Swenson with it now is going inside to Klickstead, and Klickstead will score. (78-39), 8:40 left to go here in the game. Ball knocked out of bounds. So turnover on the Knights. So Northern Freeze gets this one back. They are in full control. They've been in control since that 20-9. That third lead change in the first half really set the tone here, as Ryan Morris can't get the rebound. Fights for it, but there was Klickstead, as he'll get the rebound. So Everett Nelson along with Gavin Hochstedler and Ryder Blazewski are all in the game for Northern Freeze. Hochstedler passing out to Klickstead. Blazewski finds Nelson, and Nelson trying to take a couple steps inside. Now going to finds Hochstedler, and Hochstedler's blocked. Credit that one. They're going to say a foul there on Casey LaPlante. As that will be missed there by Klickstead. And he'll make his second free throw attempt. And now we will see Cade Knutson check into the game. Ryan Morris with it now for the Knights. 6:54 remaining. Aiden Rognes will hand off to Morris as the Knights slow things down. Pass out to Helgeson. Evitz gets tripped. That's a foul. Give that one to Knutson for Northern Freeze. First half, a competitive one. Second half, not so much, as Northern Freeze has just taken full control here. They're going to wipe down the floor. It seemed like the second half at the beginning was going to be a very competitive and close one, but that is not the case here, as Northern Freeze has just been firing on all cylinders so far. Defensively, the Knights have just had no answer, and then their offense has just gone cold. They have not been able to put up points, and they've had decent looks throughout. And it's kind of the same situation that we saw last week against Red Lake County, was they had the good looks, but just could not get them to fall. Quick pass out to Evitz, and Evitz gets blocked. Credit that block to Nelson. Everett Nelson finally pulls up, and he will score. Ryan Morris, pass out to Ethan Evitz. So Evitz trying to go inside to LaPlante, but it'll make its way to Rognes. Evitz pulls up for three. Still no good off of the back part of the rim. That is a foul call. Give that one to Cade Knutson. That's his third of the game. Hasn't been in for very long. And now we will also see Noah Underdahl check into the game. Morris with the long pass up to Rognus. As goes out to Evitz. Evitz will lose this one. Now stolen away by Hochstedler. Hochstedler loses it. Now picked up by Ryan Morris. Pass off to Ethan Evitz. And Evitz, I believe, was trying to hand that to Morris, and it goes off of his hands. And Hochstedler dumps it out to Underdahl. Underdahl just holding on to it as Northern Freeze plays time killer. Aiden Rognus going to get called on that foul here. Went a little too high there. And clipped the head of Jackson Kligstead. And so now we will see Ian Plant check in along with Ty Torrance and Dylan Carinta. So starters off the floor for both teams. 3:51 left to go here as the clock continues to run. And that will be made there by Kligstead. He makes it the first one of the Agramax free throws. Contact the team at Agramax in Fisher by calling 218-891-2211 or their new location in Fertile at 218-945-3536. As Kligstead will make both of his free throw attempts. 3:25 left to go here as Ty Torrance crosses half court with it now. Luis Gonzalez with it. Going inside to Ian Plant. And he lets that one fly, no good, but Dylan Carinta forces the jump ball. And it stays in favor of the Knights. As the inbound pass almost knocked away, and foul on the Knights gives it back to Northern Freeze. Northern Freeze went into halftime leading 46-30, and they have just had full control throughout this second half. Nick Lund with it now. Kligstead passing out to Straight Spildy. And a shot from Straight Spildy is good. And that is a three-pointer there as Ty Torrance with it. Gets the ball. Passing around is Climax. Fisher, the Knights trying to get something going. Inside pass to Luis Gonzalez. They have just been on a drought. This has been one of the deciding factors here is the Knights have not been able to put up points. Dylan Carinta trying to poke that one away, no good. And now that's good for three from Nick Lund. And now the Knights crossing half court with it. As mentioned, the second half looked like it was going to be a very competitive game or competitive half, but it was not to be as Northern Freeze would just take control and they could not be stopped on the offense. Climax Fisher had no answer defensively for Northern Freeze, and then their offense had gone cold, so not much really they can do at that point in time as Casey LaPlante and Jason Beiswanger check into the game. They'll sub in for Aaron Eglund and Luis Gonzalez. Pass to Beiswanger, and Beiswanger will score. Better late than never to put some points up on the board and the game strong. As mentioned, this will wrap up the regular season for Northern Freeze. Nothing like closing things out with a win. And a dominant one at that. That first half, a very competitive game, 3 lead changes. But it would not last for Climax Fisher as Northern Freeze would take control at 20-19, and they would just never let go of that lead. And now passing down to straight Spildy. Lund with it outside of the arc as the Northern Freeze will just play time killer and let this one wind down. So at the end of the game, Northern Freeze close out their season with a win, 91-41. We'll take a quick break here and we will wrap things up here at Climax Shelley High School here on YourLiveEvent.com.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsborough and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School as we wrap things up here. The final score, Northern Freeze coming away victorious over the Knights, 91-41. Excuse me. And competitive first half. Seemed like this was going to be a good game all through and through. Both teams really bringing a lot of energy. Towards the end of that first half, the Knights would kind of fizzle out as their offense would not be able to get any points up on the board, and then the defense had no answer for Northern Freeze as they would lead 46-30 going into halftime. In the second half, seemed like it could be much of the same, a very competitive one, but it was not to be as Northern Freeze took control and they ran with it here in the second half, only allowing 11 points. They did a fantastic job. The offense for Climax Fisher just stalled out as they struggled to find a bucket and, again, had no answer on the defensive side for Northern Freeze. Not much you can do when a team is that hot of shooting throughout. We'll take another break. When we come back, we will hear from both head coaches here on YourLiveEvent.com. Your final score, Northern Freeze victorious over Climax Fisher, 91-41.
For long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School as we are wrapping things up. Now joining me is head coach Sean Spildy of Northern Freeze. And coach, get things going. Congrats on the win, and you close out the season with a W. I mean, what is the energy like in the locker room right now with the team?
It was pretty good. I think they know we didn't play our best game tonight, especially the first half. I thought our defense was a half step slow the entire first half, and maybe part of the second half. Offensively, we panicked a little bit in the first half. We were too big of a rush. The second half, I thought we did a much better job executing and got real good looks at the basket. Yeah,
you mentioned that first half, very competitive throughout, and going into halftime, what were you saying to the team to try and settle them down? They had the lead, but it was a lot closer than they might have anticipated.
Well, the first half, we got outworked. I mean, give Climax Fisher all the credit in the world. They outworked us the first half. And we don't like that. As a coaching staff, we don't like getting outworked. So we just told them at halftime, go out, work them the second half. And I thought we did that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your offense seemed to just have everything going for it. What was working on the offensive side of the ball for your team in that second half?
Teamwork, plain and simple. Teamwork. Moving the basketball, setting good screens, making good passes, making the right decisions, and getting real good looks at the basket. When you play as a team, good things typically happen. And
defensively, you in that second half really slowed down Climax Fisher to a standstill. What was the key on the opposite side of the ball now for your team?
A little bit more energy, playing with some urgency. We felt like we get this win tonight. We feel like we get a home game in the first round of the playoffs. So we thought we had a lot to play for tonight, and I thought in the second half we showed that.
Coach, any more final thoughts on tonight's victory as you close out the season and get ready for tournament time?
Not that I can think of. I guess thanks for the hospitality. It's a nice place to come play. We look forward to coming back here in a couple of years.
Coach, thank you for your time. Congrats on the win, and good luck in the tournaments.
Hey, thank you very much.
Coach Sean Spildy of Northern Freeze here after their victory to close out the regular season. We'll take another break, and when we come back, we'll hopefully hear from head coach Brenda Slight after her team meeting with her squad. Here on YourLiveEvent.com, Northern Freeze victorious over the Climax Fisher Knights, 91-41.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Pearlie, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. This is Jim Berkemeier, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Genuine starts here. There's one easy way to keep your AGCO equipment productive all year with genuine preventative maintenance from AGCO Parts. When you check, change, and replace using AGCO Parts preventative maintenance products, you get the promise of maximum performance and increased uptime. Visit Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada, to see our full selection of preventative maintenance parts products, or give us a call at 784-2961 to place an order today.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School, as we are wrapping things up, we will go ahead and move on to our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. You want to upgrade your planter? Visit RDK Enterprises at their locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota, or visit their website at planterdoc.com. And give the RDK Precision Player of the Game to Austin Kautzman. He had 10 points, but he was also very precise on the backboard, doing a good job of giving his team second chance points, as he would have 4 rebounds and lead Northern Freeze in rebounds for the night, and that is why he is our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. We'll take another break, and when we come back, we will hopefully hear from head coach Brenda Slight here as we continue to wrap things up here on yourliveevent.com.
As a small business owner, you learn to wear a lot of hats. The custodian hat, the IT hat, and well, you should have called a professional hat. Auto Owners takes care of your business insurance, so you can take care of everything else. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsborough and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School as we are wrapping things up. Now with me now is head coach Brenda Slight of the Climax Fisher Knights. And coach, very strong first half. That second half, different story there. What was working for your team in that first half to be as competitive as you were?
I just thought we came out with a lot of energy. We were working the ball around. We were attacking the lanes. We were finding the open players, and we looked like a very well-rounded team. And then I'm not sure exactly what happened. We just went cold. We started going away from our plays. We started throwing up shots that we probably should have valued a little bit more and, made that extra pass or reversed the ball around. So, yes, we did play a solid first 12 minutes of the game, and then, we lost it.
Yeah, you look at the second half, a big difference. It's kind of hard to stop a team when their offense is firing on all cylinders like Northern Freeze's was. Throughout that second half and during timeouts, what were you saying to your team to try and calm them down to bring them back within this?
Just not to give up. They're playing the game that they love. They got to find what's working out there.
Mm-hmm.
They got to work the ball around. They got to have patience. Take some time off the clock and don't just feel like we got to hurry up and rush. Because we're down by so much. They got to take their time in the possessions, find a good look, and just take a deep breath. I think we were just getting so overwhelmed the minute we saw even 20 points up that on the board. The boys felt like they had to be in a hurry to get a shot off when that's when they got to calm down and, run our plays. Yeah,
and defensively, as mentioned, it's difficult to slow down a team that's really shooting that well. What was the try and plan to or what was the plan to try and slow them down throughout that second half?
Well, it's all about communication on defense, and I kind of felt like we weren't talking, we weren't switching, we didn't have, our help side, and, it was just, we just got lost, and I don't know if it's just we just ran out of gas or what it was, but we just kind of looked like we were one step behind again, just like we've done in the past, and, if they can find a way to, watch game film and see when they were on their hot end and what they were doing correctly, maybe they can just visualize like, okay, this is what's working, this wasn't working, this is when I kind of lost myself. What's my trigger? How can I get myself back in this game? Or how can I get my teammates back in this game?
And it's a quick turnaround for tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll wrap up the regular season. And what are the hopes for tomorrow to really turn things around against Kitson County Central?
They got to come and play with heart. They were really excited with how the beginning of this game looked, and they were disappointed because they said the scoreboard doesn't show how great that first half was, but it is what it is, and they gotta learn from that, and they need to realize that some of their seasons are coming to an end, and some of them don't have another game after Friday or next week or whenever, but they got to wake up tomorrow. They got to get refocused because tomorrow's a new day and it's a new beginning, and they still have, some time to work before Friday.
Coach, any more final thoughts on tonight's game and where the team can go tomorrow?
If we can play like we did in the first half, good things will happen tomorrow, but they got to get refocused and they got to work hard.
Coach, thank you for your time and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Head coach Brenda Slight for the Climax Fisher Knights. After a tough one, and as mentioned, she put it best. That first half was very exciting, and team just went cold in the second half. Really not much you can do there. We'll take another break as we continue to wrap things up here on yourliveevent.com.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School as we are continuing to wrap things up. Here, we'll go ahead and move on to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone, it's how to connect. Visit their website, halsteadtel.com. And looking at the game, Northern Freeze throughout just had it. Their defense was just connected with one another. They only allowing 11 points in that second half, doing a good job. But if I had to give a specific connection, it would be Jacob Werb in transition off of steals or defensive rebounds, as he was always there in the right place at the right time, had the right cuts that he needed, and he was key in the transition game as he had a connection with his teammates throughout. Put up 14 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal. Definitely good, strong connection with his team throughout. We'll take another break, and when we come back, we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game here on yourliveevent.com.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School, wrapping things up, we'll go on to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Line 3 is now complete, and you can learn more about Enbridge and Line 3 by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. And our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game is going to go to Maximus Klopp of the Northern Freeze. Led both squads with 25 points, a rebound, an assist, 2 steals, and a block. Really bringing the energy for his team tonight, as he just had it going offensively throughout the entire game. And that is why he is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. We'll go ahead and give you some stats to wrap things up here, starting with the Climax Fisher Knights. Carter Helgeson ends with 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Ryan Morris had 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 steals, and a block. Paul Demas had 12 points, led the Knights and also had 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Ethan Evitz with 9 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal and a block. Aiden Rognes had 1 point, 3 rebounds, and a block. And Jason Beiswinger had 2 points in the game. Looking at Northern Freeze, Caleb Bray with 13 points, 2 steals. Jacob Werb with 14 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal. Austin Kautzman with 10 points, 4 rebounds. Maximus Klopp with 25 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals, and a block. Ryder Blazewski with 6 points, 1 rebound. Everett Nelson with 6 points, 2 rebounds, and a block. Gavin Hochstedler had 2 points and 2 rebounds. And at the end of the game, Jackson Kligsted had 9 points, 1 rebound. And that is going to do it for the stats here as we wrap things up. Your final score here tonight, the Northern Freeze come away victorious over the Climax Fisher Knights, 91-41 here. And we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast, and we ask that whenever possible you show your support by patronizing these businesses or just by going in to say thanks, because they make broadcasts like these possible. We'd also like to thank you, the viewer, for tuning in. You can follow us here on Your Live Event, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter at YourLiveEvent1. For the full broadcast schedule, especially for playoffs and tournament season, go to our website at yourliveevent.com for more updates. Live or recaps be written on rjbroadcasting.com for those sports recaps. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic rest of your week.